on the information, come back, go live. I mean, it's a cycle that's going on. It's probably going to last for the rest of the hour. Check it out. The Pistons are waving the heck out of people, man. They've waived Joe Harris. They picked up um, Daniel House, waived him. They waived Killian Hayes. They are creating roster spots and shaving off stuff that they don't believe in right away. They are not playing games with that 9 game losing streak that they had. Um, if they don't want it, they ain't keeping it. And I don't disagree with the decision to move Daniel House. I don't know how much he has to give a team at the moment. From what I understand, there will be some contenders that go after him, maybe even the Lakers. Who knows? But he's had some off the court stuff. Don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember that attached to his name, which is unfortunately how that goes sometimes. Um, and maybe the Pistons just saw themselves as saying, what, we don't necessarily need his services. I thought he could probably help him though. I actually thought he would be a decent piece to have on your bench. But you know, he's a more of a win now guy. He's been in the league for probably about 7, 8 years, so he probably don't want to be in that situation. And I definitely understand it. Joe Harris, same thing. Joe Harris is a guy who's had some serious knee injuries. Obviously, one of the better shooters in the league, but hasn't been able to really contribute very much. I thought his signing was a little questionable for the Pistons at the time, and now that we see how the fullness of it went, they should not have signed him. But he gets to try to see if he can get on a contender as well. I don't know if he's going to be able to make a team or not, given the fact that his conditioning wasn't very good last I checked. But he can stretch the floor. We know Joe Harris can shoot, so if you need it's just a stretch the floor type of guy, there shouldn't be any reason why you don't at least give him a workout. Um, and as we said, the Killian Hayes thing, we can come back and confirm that since it was somewhat of a rumor last we spoke about it. They definitely waived Killian Hayes, and I don't know, man. I'm not close enough to the Pistons to say that was a good decision or a bad one. All I listen to is the chatter surrounding Killian Hayes, and it's been very, very lukewarm at best. A lot of people have been, making memes about Killian Hayes not being very good and him being the worst player in the league, arguably this, that, and the third. So, it's kind of tough when you're a young player trying to develop. You go to that situation, it doesn't work out at all. You try to do good things with your minutes. At times, his stats have been good enough to where you own him in the fantasy league and you keep him for a couple weeks because he's playing very well. You've seen that throughout the course of his season, his career. So there's something there. It may not be consistent. It may not be in the glamour areas. He may not shoot 50% from the field and 40% from the three, but there are things defensively, things he can do facilitating wise, that if you can just hone his skills in and get him in a situation that works, he should be somebody who can develop. Maybe he takes some time and develops his game overseas or in the G League, but I don't believe that his NBA days have to be over this early in his life. He's better than probably what he's shown, but he does have to shore up some things and definitely shake off the reputation that he's just horrible. And so that's really what it is, man. I ain't watch him enough to really know. That's the problem. For all I know, he could be horrible. I really don't know, but I've owned him enough in fantasy to know that he's had some good games, and I know he's had a lot of injuries too. So I don't know how much that's contributed to his struggles, but getting out of Detroit is not bad for a player who's been a part of what this season's been about. I'm sure he's not unhappy to be out of Detroit, but he's going to have to find another place to play. And if he can't be in the league, then he definitely is unhappy to be out of Detroit. So, you know, that's what it is, man. Joe Harris, Daniel House, and Killian Hayes all out of Detroit um, as of today, man. And who knows what else they're going to do. Detroit's been very active. It's still a little more than an hour left to the trade deadline, I believe, or somewhere around there. I haven't checked the clock in a couple minutes, but point is we're almost there. So I expect some more trades to be shifting in, and as they do, I will bring them to you. But for now, that's what I got. PDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.